Yo, what's up? Just gonna bring a little bit of a video for you guys for the whole group chat. The exclusive market breakdown of this week on these altcoins. I have a list of around 6 to 7, 8. They're all in really good buying positions. So for you guys that are just making y'all's account, getting all verified, I'm gonna let you guys know exactly what to invest in so we could see profits for the end of the year. So far, it's been a wonderful crypto week. Everybody that got in on Ripple is obviously eating on Verge. But wanted to start real quick on on this quick coin right here, Verge. I had a couple of my people getting at 4 cents all the way down here. It shot up to a record of 16 cents per coin, a little bit shy from 17 cents. But right now we're maintaining support around the 50 area on the fibs. So if we would just draw this little zone, we can see that it's been respected nicely. If anything, it almost tried to wick to 61.8. And then after that, it just rose, and then it's maintained the support. Once we see a breakout of 15 cents and then a retest, we're just going to be seeing like probably a target on Verge would be around, if we would draw the Fibonacci extension real quick. And for you guys that are like brand new to this and still don't understand the lingo behind all this, this is mainly for like the guys that are already, knowledgeable on Forex, some chart work. This is how I know when to get in on. That way we get the instant, ROIs rather than just buy and hold expecting an outcome. But the target for this coin, I would say, would be around 24 to 25 cents. And then we're just going to mark that right here. Okay. So Verge, very bullish. If you guys just want to invest on the small coin, this is one of them. Last week it was at 1 cent, and then it ended at like 6-7 cents around there, down here, then created new highs. So if we see a retest around 10 cents, I would definitely buy for you guys that if y'all have any, Bitcoin in y'all's wallets. Ripple. Now this is the one that everybody's trying to talk about. Been a lot of hate on this coin. Too much, obviously. But what we saw was a record of breaking $1, and celebrated their 5-year anniversary. If you guys keep up with their Twitter account. But on Ripple, what I'm seeing is I shared this target in the group chat on the Telegram chat last night, right before it broke out. And if we look closely at the 15 minutes, what we see is I posted this where we were broke out, came back, retested perfectly, respected, technical analysis, kept going up. Then we saw this breakout. For you guys that are interested in trading cryptos, what I would see is a breakout of this area right here, this old resistance, come and retest. That respects perfectly with the 61.8, and then we just go bullish from there. So we would expect, retest around $1.08, $1.10, around that zone area. Those would be a good, buy entries, and then from there we would just see takeoff after that. Not coming back at all. The targets I'm expecting on Ripple would be our first take profit already hit. But our second TP for Ripple, I'm looking at the $1.70, $1.75 range. That's what we would probably be looking at pretty soon. So Ripple so far very bullish. And like I said, if it were to retrace, still valid. Don't worry about it. Just wait for this kiss on this, old fountain. This is new support, but old resistance. And after that, just going to shoot up. 88, Cardano. Okay, so I'm very, very bullish on this one. On this black, hourly trend line, it's been, ascending. But at the same time, we see this, triangle, the ascending wedge forming right here, and this old resistance is a pretty, really, really, really good area, that it's been respecting. So what I'm seeing for this one and I'm waiting on is a retest around here, consolidation, and then just a breakout, come back and retest, and then just head home after that. I'm not sure if I have any targets right now for Cardano, but we can mark them up right now so you guys can see exactly how is it that I managed to look at these TPs. So if you look at this, it broke out. Let's take a look. ADA. So we saw that around the 78.6 area, it supported really nice, and it's been going. We would just see a reversal around the 50 area, but it's been respecting pretty nicely, on the 78.6, a little bit on the 61.8. If we were to draw the Fibonacci extension on this move right here, that way we could come up with a target for this pair right here. Now the 78.6 retracement area lines up on the extension to the 1.272. Okay. So I think I remember this. So we would be expecting Cardano around this area. This is comparing it with Bitcoin. So I'm not exactly sure what this is, but I'll post the exact target number, set number on Cardano. But $1 is nearing the future real soon. It's a real good coin. So extremely bullish on Cardano so far. It's been coming out well, but this technical analysis right here is all signaling a buy. So thing about cryptos is when they consolidate for a moment, they break out, and when they break out, they don't come back soon. So Cardano looks like a real good buy soon. Here we're looking at Litecoin. So Litecoin right here is going on this downtrend, and I'm looking at this little support area. It respected good and came back and tested it. We just gonna have to wait and see for this candle to close, exactly how this plays out, and see if exactly it will break out, come back and retest, or break out and come back down. So Litecoin, I'm still waiting for, you never know on these cryptos, right? But I would stay really away from Litecoin, me personally, because even if you do get in on them, since it's at a high price rate, the likelihood of it going, like 100% return is very, not in the near future as much, especially since Bitcoin Cash just now arrived to Coinbase, and all this hype behind Ripple and these other altcoins, Litecoin might be coming toward a downtrend, but if it were to break this trend line and then come retest, we could see the change of trend towards an uptrend. The next one that we have is Lunar XLM, Lumen Stellar. This one right here is very, very bullish. I called out this one when it was at 12 cents, but right now it's almost the same thing as ADA. It's respecting this, ascending wedge. I drew the fibs right here, and then it closed out a little bit below the 61.8, which is still just pretty much the same thing. If you look at a lower time frame on the hourly, pretty much this 61.8 area has been a good support for Stellar. At the moment, it's just going to feel a little bit. My predictions on this, I'm not an expert either way, but my predictions from how I look at this, it would consolidate in this little range again, break out, and then just go up. Because like I said again, once these cryptos, they break out, they break out. And if we were to draw a fib extension on this one right here, we'll go high to low to the retracement, and then bring it back up here. Oh, and then there it is. There's our target. So our target is at 43 cents. So XLM, our target would be at 43 cents. That's, an ideal 43 around, 42 cents around that range is where, I would be satisfied with our trade so far. But we've been riding it since 12 cents, and we're going to continue riding this. This is a fork of Ripple, if y'all don't know. So it's what Ripple we've seen done, I see XLM do in the near future. So I'm very bullish on XLM. Next, we have IOTA. All right, so a lot of talk has been on this coin right here because of the fact that the way their company and, their founders and stuff, like the people behind it, they haven't been properly they haven't been acting like business professionals. So that's kind of like why the price has been fluctuating a little bit. But behind the, closed doors, the technology behind this coin is extraordinary. It's going to be a coin that soon is going to be in the top like 8 market caps, in my opinion. But I'm not an expert. But what we see right here is if we delete this, let's delete this trend line right here. I drew the fibs, brought it all the way up here. Right now, depending on how the 4-hour candle closes, depending right here, if it comes back to the 78.6, it's just going to come in back, retest this trend line. This trend line right here has been going on for quite a while. So it's been retesting this trend line right since right here. So if we go back, we see this now. We draw the fibs because it broke the structure. We draw the fibs, create a new high. We see that it might come back and test the 78.6. And if it does, it would just line up with this trend line, confluence, come back here, fill more of this gap, and the same thing. Very bullish on IOTA. Extremely bullish on IOTA. I don't know the targets so far yet, since I still need to wait for a clear reversal to know where the reversal happens, either 61.8 or the 78.6. But IOTA is looking like a buy for those that are not in, looking for another coin, very good. So then we got Argon, AMT. I had Christian want me to chart this up, and I just wanted to show you guys how it played out. It tried to break, this weekly high. Didn't quite do it. Didn't quite create a new high. But what it did was it did break this resistance right here. It broke it. It looks like it's coming back and retesting it. So we're at Thursday, around Sunday, Monday. We could see a spike up on this coin. So this coin right here, if any of you guys are on it, I think it's at $3. Not one of my top coins, but that's just an analysis on that coin. So we'll just wait on that one. But then we got Siacoin. All right, Siacoin right now, we're sitting at 2 cents. So it spiked up and hit, 3 cents at one moment today. But if we take a look here, let's look at the weekly. If we look at this weekly chart right here, we see that, let me just delete. Okay. Delete this and this, let me clear it up. All right. So we saw that it broke, this weekly, resistance. And from this exact candlestick to here, it went and it broke the trend. So I drew the fibs on the weekly. And if we look at the hourly 4-hour time frame, we see that right now it's chilling on the 38.2 level. So we're a good buy. It would be an extraordinary buy if it comes down here, retests this broken resistance and newfound support, which lines up perfectly with the 61.8, which confluence, retesting support, 61.8 area. and then just retesting it from there. I see just potential on Sia Coin, huge returns. Even if it's at 2 cents, you drop $100. The moment it goes up to 10 cents, you're already sitting at $500. It goes up to 20 cents. You're sitting at 1,000 from $100 investment. That's pretty good ROI. So Sidecoin, really bullish on this one. Good entries right now at the moment. If it were to go down at 1 cent, that would be the best, because then we just get it at the best price, which would be a cent. But 2 cents is still a good buy for those that just want to secure the bag. That's something, I would, highly, suggest Sidecoin. Bitcoin has been following my analysis that I posted last night. Yes, and this perfect head and shoulders that we see right here. Boom, boom, and then right here. A little sloppy, but those that see it will see it. We have this neckline that just broke to this big candle, came up, retested, and now we see Bitcoin making its way down. It's going to come down to 13, but honestly, if it comes back down, a price I'm looking for it, and that makes a lot of sense, would be around the $9,000 to $10,000 range. So keep a lookout on that. But Bitcoin is making its way down. Dashcoin, this one right here just broke a new trend. So what I would do for this one is draw the fibs. If it comes back down here around this area, which was 38.2 on the daily. If it comes back around down here, I would buy it on my MetaTrader 4, around this zone, this resistance zone, around this area right here. I would buy it. But so far, I'm sticking to my altcoins. Monero, for those of you guys that have Monero, this is looking very sexy, if I can say. All right. Right here, it's been respecting this trend line, this 4-hour trend line. So beautiful. I drew the fibs from here to here because it broke structure. And as you can see, the 61.8 area lines up perfect with this, newfound support, which is testing on the trend line. A lot of confluence on this coin. I'm expecting for this coin just to go up depending on how this, candle closes. But Monero, very bullish. If we were to consider that area an area of retracement, I draw the fibs, make my way up on the 61.8. On the fib, on the 61.8, let me double check where it's at. It's the 1.68. So targets for Monero, this against the dollar would be around 600. Passing, let's go around like 615, 630. That would be my target for Monero. Looking very bullish, very sexy. If we have just an announcement come out or something like that. This is more of a coin for those of you that are already holding and trying to withdraw. I wouldn't suggest that. Just keep holding your coins. Bitcoin Cash. I know a couple people, matter of fact, just a handful of people that are holding this coin. But so far, it looks very good. It's, maintaining this area of support on the 38.2. So already I just need to see a little bit more candlestick movements for me to properly analyze it a lot better. But if we were to just be, just picky with it, just draw a couple things, we would see that somewhat of an ascending triangle, not much, but I don't like how that looks. But Bitcoin Cash, I'm not a big fan. It was just added to Coinbase, so I'm expecting this just to skyrocket. EOS is looking very sexy as well. If we look at the 4-hour, it I know a couple people, it's just been going on a bullish uptrend. So I drew this trend line. The blue represents the 4-hour. It broke this structure, so it went up. So I drew the fibs. From there to there, expecting the 61.8 area real good. It's on the support. If we were to draw just a little bit more room on this, because of the wick, but just this area of support, it's maintaining real good. So we'll just have some confluence of the support, the 61.8. If anything, it would just come wick right here and then rise up. But depending, until I see a candlestick pattern, I will let you guys know how that looks. But a coin that I'm about to invest in, and if I have it in my account already, we'll let you guys see a little bit behind how it looks like. It's still pending. We're looking at I'm sitting on 66. Very bullish. Very bullish on this coin. Extremely bullish. So we'll just probably see a wick on the 38.2, but it's at 1 cent. I'm getting in on it, just dropping a little 100. If it hits up, 10 cents, that's already $1,000. So just from 100, something simple. But yeah, this came out a little bit longer than I was expecting, but those are just a couple of the coins that we're looking at. But let me see. So I'm gonna just post it, take profits, post exactly the coins that we went over again, and then I'm just gonna add this on the chat, and I'm gonna start uploading these on a weekly basis, probably a couple times a week, but to keep you guys updated on the trades, the investments, how they're going, where they're going, how they're looking like, all that sort of stuff for you guys. If you guys have any questions, you can always hit me up through the Telegram or any form of social media, or if you guys have my personal number, you can do that. But big things planned for the future. So far, we're all a couple people that got in earlier on the thousands in profit. So 2018, we're trying to make those thousands into a couple tens of thousands, but slowly but surely. But